Live. You're live.
Okay. All right. I'll double check my channel. Thanks. Check your audio. Yeah. Oh. Need to get rid of this and this. And then I have to go back. Think that should be good. Yeah. Put this on. Oh, okay. Oh, we are live. All right, cool. I'm signing. Hold on one second, folks. If you're here, if anybody's here. Probably not, though. Okay, let's do this real quick. Hey, whoever joined me, please be patient for 1 second. Oh, I think it's actually myself. Whoever joined me. All right. So I just shot that out. You know what? I'm going to shoot it out on freaking Parlor too. I just joined that. So give me 1 more second. I doubt anybody's here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I'm the only one. So. There it is. All right, I'm trying to send that out to on Parler too. So I wanted to have a I don't know, like a sort of a meeting. It's been a while since we've been able to have a meeting. I have Google Hangouts that if anybody wants to join, you can, and you have a video camera, you can hang out on Hangouts, and I can have you on there too. I haven't done the other type, whatever it's called, Google Meeting that I had with Sybil Evans. But bear with me for a moment if you don't mind. Google Hangouts. I have the phone number. Anybody can call in from the group if anybody is here. Let me get it scrolling across here because we really don't need our channel to be being promoted since we're here anyway. Here it is. 609-301-0090. You can give me a ring. That'll call up on Hangouts. So that'd be great if you want. And we can chat about any subjects that we've been chatting about in the Telegram group. We had hey, this is Dave. We're live.
Hey, Dave. This is Gus.
Hey, Gus. How are you, brother?
Good. Are we the only ones?
Let me see. Let me check and see. We probably are, man. I mean, you know, yeah, two people on right now. So it's just you and me. But you know, it can be, you know, hopefully at some point, you know, more and more people will find this maybe as a means to communicate a little bit amongst all of us. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, I don't know how reliable these things are gonna be. Lately, it seems like nothing is working properly. Especially Google. We don't know which way they are going. I haven't heard anything with Google, but I guess Apple is not on our side, and obviously Facebook and all those other platforms are not on our side. So.
Yeah, well, that's what everyone was kind of freaking about. Just about, I don't know if you've been following it on the Telegram, but sounds like Telegram itself, or no, Parler. I'm sorry, Parler. Have you seen where people are having some problems with Parler? So yeah. So yeah, no, that's not too far fetched for sure. But I don't know if you saw earlier. Did you see earlier in the Telegram today? I don't know if you checked it, but 10 people signed up to like our area today alone.
Really?
Yeah, brother.
Oh wow. Where do you attribute all these people coming from?
I get it. I think, see, that's where it's not, I don't like that. I get it as a area. Are you an area assistant?
Yeah.
You are. Okay. So if you go into peoplesrights.org when you sign in, and then I think it's under my role. And when you click on the My Role tab, I mean, I can't show you this, right, because it has everybody's private information. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I would just do it right now on the live stream and show you. But yeah, you will then. So then, what happens is it gives you a list of all the people who are in our group. Unfortunately, you cannot like hit a tab and then it'll divvy it up by their join date and tell us, you know, who joined when. But you can see the date they joined. So I just scrolled down the list and I saw all these people, 1-8, not all these people, but 10 people, you know, joined 1-8, joined 1-8, joined 1-8. And then, unfortunately, I did something stupid and now Julie's really angry at me. Isaiah 40:22 is here now too. That's pretty funny. One of my other.
Wait, you did what you said?
I was antsy about making sure that we reached out to them. So rather than like make sure that whoever's job that was, I just went ahead and blasted them out like a quick thing with like a link to our. I blasted out a quick email to with our Florida Freedom Fighters YouTube channel and a link to the People's Rights Forum that I have, and also asked them to join up to Telegram. That way, you know, we can get them into the list. But I did that and I stepped on Julie's toes, so now Julie's all angry at me. She's not talking to me.
Yeah.
It was my fault. It was my fault. It was my fault.
No. I mean, the idea is for everybody to have their own jobs, but if dang, I mean, if you feel the urge to make sure that these people feel welcome, that there's no no fault in that.
Yeah.
We just we don't want to over communicate and turn them off, and then be like they want to get their info off or something. But if you find the urge that we need to communicate, then screw it. It's just, especially nowadays with everything happening, it's okay. So
Yeah. Yeah, I know, I hear you, but I do want to be careful with
yeah,
because the idea would, like I think it's a feeling like, hey, you don't even trust me doing my job type of a thing, and so I blew it. But I do think though when I did it, like I'm here, I don't know what her communication is, but like to me it was very important that we get the People's Rights Forum on there, we get the Freedom
right,
Fighters YouTube channel, that we get the Telegram group, and the biggest thing that I didn't do is I think I don't even understand how to get the like Telegram really works. Like I got into Telegram because somebody told me to do it, and then magically I was part of the group. So I was like, you know what I mean? Like people are a little bit lost, I think. So
yeah, we're all a little bit lost. We still gotta put jobs out there for everybody, and
yeah.
find some kind of scheduling and structure and all that. I know you don't like structure too much, but
No,
unfortunately,
no, 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 no. I
with this,
do. I do want structure though. Of course we got to have structure. Um, see that's the thing, man. Like I'm not against structure in society. I'm against the forced part of it where they say you must partake in our structure. Like, you know what I mean? You can
right,
benefit from it, no problem. Everybody in the group benefits from being a part of it. But if somebody's not wanting to be a part of it in our group, right? But yet they're still going to be kind of working with us and maybe going and doing the things that need to be, you know what I mean? Like there's a call to action where we need them and they're there, hey, all good. Because not everybody has the time, right, to do all this craziness.
right.
I don't know.
But unfortunately, I mean, our priorities are all messed up, and it's gonna take what's happening for people to start to give it more importance to. Um, I don't know. Or I don't want to keep saying the word freedom and liberty and all this stuff. It's kind of overdone now. Um, but in order to continue to have those things, we definitely have to give it some time out of our lives. It's just not going to happen just by complaining about it and whining about it. We're going to have to put some work.
100%. I agree with you. And it gets a little exhausting, man. I've been following some of the the Telegram, and it literally tires you out if you get too absorbed into the tiny details of this stuff. I think at a certain level, I don't know. What do you think? Do you have anything that you want to tell, like just in case, like if I cut this up or something later, that you want people to be aware of if anybody does watch this? I mean, I didn't really schedule this. Maybe that's a thing I can do. I hate having to be like on a schedule too. Like that drives me crazy. Like I feel like I have a job again. But maybe that's what I have to do to have a place where once a week we have an hour long YouTube, where you can call in and do this. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. I'm just throwing, you know,
Yeah,
spitballs.
we should probably sit down and come up with. I think that in order for more people to get interested in what we are trying to do with everything, with Telegram, with people's rights, with anything, we have to give people something that they can take away from giving us their time. So if we're gonna have a presentation that it's gonna take 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, then at the end of those 10, 15, 20 minutes, people need to feel like they learn something, they taking away something, and it's hard to do when it's not tangible. So the only thing we can do is give them information. Uh, and personally, I'm just a regular dude with an accent and an ugly face, so I don't have much information to give. But I my role that I decided to give myself for all of the things that we're trying to do is just to let people know that I'm here and I think the same way they think. I think there are uh, there are things happening that I cannot explain, like how does the president of the most powerful country in the world gets basically isolated from any type of social media interaction. Like what? You know what I mean? Like how can that be even possible? So there's something weird going on.
Do you think the
And
president? Do
so
you think the president is more special than you or I? Because this has been going on for 4 years. Do you think the president
no,
deserves more freedom of speech than you or
I
I
don't
do?
I don't think he's more special than you and I think he has worked his way in his life to put himself in a position of power.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's the president, and so he knows. Uh, Maybe he knows what we don't know with the systems and structures and all that stuff that we are looking for.
Yeah.
So that's something that we all need to learn from.
Well, he does. In the chat is a few of my friends from my other channel, and one of them wrote he wrote Trump is the president of the foreign corporation of the United States of America. So there would be that's a little bit of a rabbit hole for at some point, Gus, for you to you need to follow that, man. The United States
Yeah.
is a corporation, and as he says, I think he put in there foreign corporation. So what's going on with that type of thing. But I don't want to scare people away either when you know what I mean? Like, but that to me is kind of, I feel like there's a lot of ignorance to what actually is, the world is. And I mentioned some of that before, but real quick, I want to also mention while I've got you here, I think on the People's Rights Forum, I want to make a place for questions about if you're new. So that way we can start having a place for new people to come to, and maybe we have a bunch of answers for them. Boom, right there. And then the other thing that I want to mention is that I also think that all of the groups that I've been to so far, man, and they were all Trump groups, they all would have speakers at these events lined up, and then when the speakers are over, they're done, and they close down the event. It was like they're not open to the other people's voices. Have you gone to any of these other, like all the flag waving rallies and things like that? They have their set of things that they want to tell everybody, and then poof, they're out of there. They close up shop. And it's over. And it's like that doesn't seem very freedom oriented to me.
Right. As much as I can agree with you with, I think that those meetings that like the one we went on Sunday,
Yes.
it's not a forum. It's a meeting where they're gonna present to you, and so they probably work, hard to put that structure, put that presentation, put those things in. So their time obviously is valuable, and so is ours. But we are going there. At that point we are the ones trying to take something away. We are there to listen.
No, I'm not.
We're,
I'm there to be empowered. I want plans, man. I could feel the energy sucking out of the place, man. People they started telling people about the masks, right? They start talking about the masks and why we don't need to wear them. I'm looking around at the crowd. Nobody in the crowd was wearing a mask. We're sitting shoulder to shoulder. We spent 20 minutes listening to that. Pretty much nobody needed that information. I mean, it's nice. It's not bad. But we're already there, man. Most of the people know that this is a scam.
So if and we don't have to make this a disagreement or an argument, but if you have, like, you need to be empowered and you need to have your voice be heard, then maybe we should work on having a meeting and invited people to listen to Dave's talk. And so
you're missing my point. No. You're missing my point. I want to make sure that our group, we always remember, man, that like you set it up. There's no leader, right? There's nobody's in charge, right? So what I fear is that every group that I go to, they're talking to the people. They're talking down to the people. The information isn't flowing side to side. It's flowing down. That's my point. And that's why I like the way I know that I can feel it when you, I think you didn't want to have and Ammon Bundy didn't want either. That's what he doesn't want, is a place where there's some guy all of a sudden takes charge, some maniacal Dave Hicks who thinks he can tell everybody what to
Right.
do.
That just happens naturally. There's people that are more alpha than others, and that is for females and males. Before anybody thinks, that I'm
Yeah.
talking about only male people. I mean, talk to my wife. She just talks your ear off. Uh, but but that just happens naturally. Whoever feels that needs to take charge and they're doing a good job, they're gonna be allowed to continue to do that. But if they're not doing a good job, if they're being narcissistic and they're just me, then they're
Yeah.
probably just gonna be, taken down at some point. But I like I like what you're saying. It's just it has to be a way where everybody can actually contribute at that point. Like if it's not just gonna be the presenter and everybody's gonna put their 2 cents in there, then I guess what you can do is just give people like 5 minutes of of the presentation, and everybody can go and take their 5 minutes and say what they
Yeah,
want to say.
that's all I'm saying. Listen, everybody in that crowd, right? Not from last Sunday that we went to. Not everybody's going to want to get up there and say something, but maybe somebody.
Not everybody, no.
But maybe somebody does, and maybe they're going to say something that's really valuable. I don't know. But it would be, and just giving the people, that's empowering people. That's like what, to me, like what the whole idea of being free is about, including fighting for the freedom in a group. Man, I don't want to just like, fine. Some people are followers and want to just be told what to do. I get it. That's normal and that it works, but a lot of people have a voice that won't, want to say something. So anyway, I don't want to drone on about that either, man. Is there any, like, do you have any?
No.
Yeah.
So here, let's just continue that a little bit. So, I don't want to say I challenge you, but I buck you up if you decide you want to put a meeting where everybody gets whatever time we decide. Is it 2 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever it is, and we promote it, we put it out there, and say, hey, you want to have 5 minutes to talk to as many people we can collect,
yeah,
and come over and see us in this. Let's do it at a park. Remember when I met you the other day and we were talking about that guy I used to hear just yelling on the middle of the street in downtown? Let's just, give everybody 5 minutes of that. Be that guy and yelling their real thoughts in their head and just listen to everybody for 5 minutes. And we do it at a park in Sarasota. We do it wherever. People could just be walking by and just join us.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm more concerned about is the groups. All right, because Raj is in our group, and he just sent another thing on Telegram. I'm worried. Like I got on his group, and I told you they grabbed the microphone away from me in his group. I don't know if I told you that or not.
No.
Yeah. So I was talking, and I brought up how the police are often not there protecting our rights. And boom.
Yeah, see, remember we had that conversation. It's a very, very touchy subject.
But that's
there's always gonna be that. There's always, like my son, he's sitting right next to me right now, and he wants to be a policeman.
Yeah.
How can I discourage him from being a policeman when he's 13 and he's learning the police is here to protect you and they're protecting and serving?
Do me a favor. Hold on. Do me a favor. Look up when you get a chance tonight. Look up Supreme Court decided that police have no duty to protect you. Look that up.
I think I saw that. Yeah. I saw that you showed me. I watched that video with that guy in New Jersey too.
Where they twisted his arms up? Yeah.
Right. But let's say someone that is now a police, and love you. Have a good day. Someone that is now a police, and they have a mom, and they have a wife, and they have all that, and they think that their kid is doing the best thing for their community and all that. How can you tell them, hey, your son sucks? He's a piece of shit. He's the worst scum in this whole world. Like that, you can't do that. This is their kid. This person came out of their womb. So
wait. Hold on. But I'm not. I think I don't know how to put it. Like I said, I don't individually I don't hate the man behind the uniform, right? It's not like I'm
Right.
not against the man. What you have to
But
do
it's,
though, but wait, you have
yeah.
I think what's important is for you to look at what takes place because of that uniform. People's lives are destroyed. My friend, I don't know if you saw it, but if you Google Hoboken standoff, Michael Marshalick, my friend, he lives in Hoboken, New Jersey, or lived in Hoboken. He's getting ready to move. About 2 months ago, um, because he didn't want his son have to wear the mask. He had gone to the school and complained about it. Then he pulled his kid out of the school. Well, they sent police to his house to check up and make sure that his son was okay, quote. And meanwhile, he just didn't want to send his son because he didn't want his son having to wear a mask all day, right? So he didn't answer the door. Well, they broke down the door. They broke down the door to his house. They terrorized his family. Over 100 freaking SWAT members were outside of this guy's house. He's like, you or me? The guy is just the normal guy trying to live his house, live his life, right? They then drugged him.
Right.
They drugged him. They drugged him and put him in a mental institution for like 7 days or 8 days, right? And then afterwards, they had enforced CPS on him, and now he's not allowed to live with his own son. That is what the police
Right.
did to this man. The police, and by the way, not just the police, the government too. So
Right. Right. The system did that.
my question to you
But
is imagine if that was you and your son right now. It could happen to
no,
you.
I get it. I believe me. I'm not pro that stuff. I am totally against it. But I think if you speak of the system doing that, I get it. There's a mind and there's a person behind that uniform and behind that badge um, that should be able to say, "Listen, this doesn't sound right. I mean, I don't think this is right." But we are so far into this whole mess that the system is playing with everybody's needs, and that person behind that uniform probably really needs that paycheck next month, and they just lost themselves into this whole system of doing what I told to do, right?
Yeah.
Um, so it can get really sticky. But again, I'm on your side. You know, I told
Yeah,
you the
no,
other
I'm
day, I'm
with you.
totally on your side. I
Dude,
support you.
Gus, you're the only person who even called in. I would just sit here. I would literally be sitting here talking to myself, or even live streaming to myself. So believe me, I'm not trying to argue with you. Like I'm just trying to make my point of view on that particular subject. And I know it's not
Right,
it's more gray than the black and white I make it. It is. I know that it is.
right. No, it's a really sticky one because again, the
But
system is
yeah.
the one kind of messing with our own heads
Ooh.
and not allowing. Like if that policeman says, "Listen, I don't think this is right," and I seen when this whole thing with the masks
Uh-huh.
started. Uh, you can see it on Facebook. They took them all down. But how many policemen said, "Listen, this doesn't sound right. We cannot be forcing people to wear a mask." And next thing you know, they're out. They're done.
Oh,
They're not
oh,
policemen anymore.
oh, right, yeah, yeah. There was a few police like that, but the police is generally a brotherhood, and they already know that if you don't do as you're told in the police, you will have your ass handed to you, and you will lose your job. I think that is well known amongst the police, like because that's how it's like a military organization, really, which is frightening.
Oh, it is the exact same thing. Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
So with that said, like, what I was going to say, so I was just going back to the meeting on Sunday, or no, on Saturday, the previous day when I was in Naples, Florida. So here I am. I traveled 2 hours to get there, right? There was plenty of people there, right? And nowhere did it say maybe it would be better if these groups were saying, well, we're going to tell you everything. We're going to have our speakers, but we're not allowing anybody else to speak their minds in our group, because that is what is taking place, and that is very, very dangerous, in my opinion. When groups start all molding telling you what the reality is, and all they do, then it becomes agenda driven. It's not. That's the opposite of freedom. That's why I like people's rights. And that's why somehow I haven't been kicked out of here yet, but maybe that will happen at some point. You know, I, and that's fine. It's fine.
Man.
If I get kicked out, I don't want to be I don't want to be somewhere where
Hey,
where
as long as David, let me just tell you this: as long as I'm around, you won't get kicked out,
all
okay?
right.
Because I already had this conversation, and I said nobody that wants to be here is gonna get kicked out. And if you're recording this, I don't know if you are, but if you
It's
are,
yeah.
whoever's listening to, whoever joins the People's Rights, when I first joined it, Raul, what's his name? Raul, I can't remember his last name. He said whoever wants to join this group is allowed to join this group. Okay, this is just an informative group where you learn about your rights, and that's probably where we are missing the boat. We're not teaching about rights. We're not inviting people to listen about our rights. I think that is something we are taking for granted. We think that everybody knows what our rights are, and I possibly don't even know myself what all my rights are. So, back to what I was originally saying, nobody that sign up here will get kicked out just because they think different.
Yeah.
The group is just to learn about your rights.
Well, there's actually there is probably a case where like that's what I mean. I get people being concerned. What happens if I said, well, my plan, here's how we're going to do this is we're going to burn down every building that we can see in sight. You know what I mean? If you start, there is a level that you have to be careful of. You know what I mean? There's a place where
No,
you can't be. You know, like I guess as long as what people are saying is lawful and it's all things that are right that are if you want to say I'm going to protect myself, self-defense, which is kind of what Ammon Bundy tells us about with this group, right? That's not exactly
right.
the most cheerful of topics to talk about, but you know, what I mean that
No, but we should be, yeah, we should be definitely talking about those things now.
yeah. So well, I really so I don't know. I'm right now though. I guess what I will be working on is trying to put together, I guess a more detailed like structure in terms of just responsibilities for people. Do you have any? Do you have any? What do you have? Do you have anything yet you're involved in on that you've taken that you're responsible for in the group? Or I mean I don't even know really. I just know Julie is said that she wanted to send out information to the people, you know, when they join and to keep and to send out correspondence, and she wanted to be kind of, I guess, in charge of that. I know that Brett, I think, is supposed to be in charge of like self-defense training and you know that kind of stuff. And I had done
Right,
marketing stuff.
right. So that was the point of the next meeting. Whenever we decided to do it, I was kind of taking a break because of it's just been too much, and
Yep.
um, but that was the point of the next meeting to start giving people's jobs and actually publishing the job within probably the People's Rights website, and then everybody can go see it and apply for it and decide if they want to do it or not. And because my idea is to not have anybody a leader, but have more like a council. And I haven't discussed this with anybody else other than my wife, but the council should be based on if you want to put your information out there as an area assistant, then you are part of the council. And if someone has an idea, the one that this group to commit to do or whatever, the council can vote on. And if we vote, then you know that's democracy in itself. So, um, but I feel like not everybody can vote. So, if you are brave enough to put your information out there to be an area assistant, then you should be granted with a vote. And if anybody wants to do something, then the majority will win, and we can all vote for it.
And we can have unlimited area assistance, as far as you
I
know.
think so. Yes.
Okay, cool.
I think
Yeah.
there is no limit to that.
I mean, at a certain point, though, in terms of you know communication and sending out communication to the people who are in our territory, you know, maybe there at some point maybe there's 5 or 8 or 10 people who that's up their alley. They want to be involved in that. So at a certain point, there probably does need to be some type of, in my opinion, hierarchy because like it's very difficult to run a business if everybody has equal say in a particular department. You know what like It's not that it's equal say, but at least somebody needs to be coordinating something or not. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, yeah, I think that if we have jobs, uh, and people get voted into the job, and you get a vote if you decide to be an area assistant, because in being an area assistant, your info is right out there. When you sign up to be an area assistant, I don't know if you know this. I think we discussed it a little bit on the chat, but there was a time when someone signed up to the group, took all the area assistants information, they put it on some kind of blacklist, and it was sent out by, I don't know. Again, you're recording this, but anyway, BLM actually had
Oh,
that info and
I
put
heard about that. Yeah.
all of our names were out there as like white supremacists and all this other stuff. We are like the farthest thing away from that. I mean, shoot, dude, I wasn't born in this country. How can I be white supremacist? You know?
Yep. Um.
So level of risk, I guess, that you're running by associating yourself with being an area assistant. So I feel like if you're taking that risk, you should at least be given the vote of what the things, the direction that the group is gonna go.
I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking also in terms of when further down the road. I mean, right now, like it's not a big deal. We have 25 people on Telegram, of which how many are really being active still?
Yeah, no, really, we're like 6 or 7 talking to each other. That's it.
Yeah. So it's not the end of the world right now. But if we get to the point where there's over 500 or 1,000 of us, why like laying the responsibility of the communications all onto like one person? It could probably be easily divvied up to a few people. I think Tara said she's joining us right now, just so you know, Gus. So she might be here now
Okay.
too. If she's in the chat, that'd be cool. I'll let you know if she says anything in the chat. I just wanted to let you know that. But yeah. So
who was it?
Tara Lynn.
Oh, Carolyn.
Tara with a T. I'm sorry.
Oh, Tara, gotcha.
Yeah. Sorry. I hope I'm not being bad by. Luckily, no one's going to be watching this, so as far as like doxing people right now, I think we're all right. But I won't. I don't even need to publish this. If we, I don't even need to put this out if it's up to the group. There's not like I just thought this might be a way to put out information and for people to chat and get together somewhat as a group also, because do you ever use Google Hangouts? Are you anti-Google? I mean, I'm anti-Google too, for sure. Oops, I might have lost. I think I did. Let me see here. I don't know. Wow, it's been 30 minutes though. So I think we might have lost Gus, unfortunately. I do have Tara. If Tara is listening, if you're here, the phone line is open now. I think I lost Gus. 609-301-0090. Again, that's 609-301-0090. I did lose Gus, I think. Oh, wow. That's crazy. So Tara was having some problems being able to comment. There's a spot that says live chat that you have to click, Tara, on the stream. Here, I'm going to open up this so you can see it better. Let's see. So if you're on your phone, it'll be a little bit different though. So there is a place with live chat though, where if you do it, you'll be able to then like tap in the area and write. But it's not the end of the world. I just I appreciate you dropping by, and I don't want to waste your time either. But I just thought I would give this a try, see that I can do it and live stream, and we can't. I have been able to, because this is a different channel than my main channel, so I just had to figure it out the technology wise. So I will be adding to the People's Rights Forum. I will be adding a place for people who've just signed up to have questions asked. So if anybody has questions, you have to sign in. Julie says if you sign in to Parler through DuckDuckGo, you can get in. So I just put the link to Florida Freedom Fighters in there into the chat, and I'm sorry, I put the link into the People's Rights Forum. So I have to add, we have under activism and events. I don't think we have anything live going on, but we had 5 different events take place. Some of them 11 views, 3 views. So a few people were able to see it and use it and utilize it. But hopefully it will become more useful in the future as the group grows. So that is about all I have for tonight. There's no sense really in me joining. Sign into Pink Jeep says sign into Parler through DuckDuckGo. I think Pink Jeep. I might know who Pink Jeep is. Maybe I don't. So I don't have very much else going on. If someone wants to, if you're from the group from our People's Rights here in Sarasota, give me a ring. I just spoke with Gus, 609-301-0090. If you want to chat about what's happening, what's going on, any ideas you have, if you want to give somebody hell, if you want, 609-301-0090, guys. I'm just going over the People's Rights Forum. In terms of the forum, I was kind of mentioning that I will be adding a place for people who have just signed up, maybe to that could place to answer some of their questions and help them. Maybe you can give them instructions on how to download Telegram onto their phone, so that some people are pretty inept, or they're just not very good at using technology and know how all these apps work and everything. So there's that. We could do. There's plenty of other things we can do. So that's all I wanted to say on that. Let's see. While I have, Gus had brought up about people learning their rights, and I think that's going to be a very important part, is for people to learn that what the system is and how it was designed might not be exactly how they think it is. A lot of people are feeling in this group. I know most of the people, in fact, feel that this government system, by the way, broken down, govern is to control, mentis the mind, that this group, that the government, was this whole system was designed in your best interest. I believe that for most of my life, 45 years, even though I kind of complained about certain things, I didn't realize to the extent that I might possibly be wrong. So I do think that would be a place for us at some point, but I think it should be voluntary if you want to, or not voluntary, but like if people want to go to that particular area and investigate it, then that would be something you do on your own time, or like when I have my own little talk about it and go that way, because not everybody really even wants to look at that stuff, or thinks it's possibly could be true. So there's that. So I don't want to get too far out on a limb. So we have the People's Rights Forum that we made, and then we have our YouTube channel, which is up, Florida Freedom Fighters. I just was looking up at I was thinking that Debbie from Conservative SRQ group on YouTube, or on Facebook. I was thinking maybe she had something to do with having 10 signups today. I don't know. I didn't see her name, I don't think, as one of them. But 10 signups in a day. Wow, what caused that spike? I really want to know. I would really like to find out. Where did we find those people? Gunther now says, thanks for doing what, my friend. Thanks for what you're doing. Thanks, brother. So I would really like to find out how those people came about to sign on to the People's Rights and specifically into our group here in Sarasota, because 10 is not a terrible number. I mean, if we could pull off 10 a day somehow, wow, that'd be 300 in a month. A few months we're gonna have, if we could get some activity in them. Angie shared it on her Facebook page the last few days, so there it is. It's what it felt like to me. I felt like that wasn't like from us handing out a few freaking stinking cards to 20 people on the side of a road. Wow, that helped, and that's what's funny too is that I don't know if I guess Angie is here specific in Florida, so hopefully if somebody can, I don't have her. Is she part of People's Rights? Because if she is, I would like to A, thank her, and B, encourage her to please continue to push the group, and whatever we can do to support her group, we need to be also focused on. I think, right? That's the thing I noticed is that each group is highly concerned with the success of their own group, but we need to make sure that we're also trying to, at least in my opinion, that we should be helping to make these other groups also as successful as they can be. So when we all do finally come together as one, boom, we already know what's up. So thanks for letting me know that, Pink Jeep. And thanks for everyone being here. I don't have very much else to go over in terms of specific stuff, but what I can do is I saw a good video today earlier. Oh, by the way, if anybody wants to call in, guys, anybody, you don't have to be in People's Rights, but if you are, that would be great. The number is scrolling right across the screen here, 609-301-0090. Either that or I have to keep listening to my own voice. Let's see here. So if I just do one more thing here, I'm just going to check. Hang with me 1 second. Here we go. There was a, see, I don't think I have the same, I don't, if I go to my library. History, see all, let's see here. Yeah, no, this is all. Oh, okay. In the meantime, I will mention this. Newsbud, on Newsbud channel. Hopefully, she put out urgent alert for Florida. And I think this is a good one. So I'll just play this for a moment, and then who knows? We can always call it a day. Oop, I need to turn this up. So I'm going to put Newsbud, her link in here. I'll put her link in the chat too. I know this is less than exciting, guys. I apologize.
The government has compiled a list of protesters in the DC rally and has some grand plans to teach them a lesson or two. Not only protesters, but many elected state officials and leaders are being placed on a terror list far grander than McCarthy's blacklist. Now, with the main objective of officially invading the United States central government with their coup accomplished, they are set to take on the states that have been straying off, constitutional states that have been resisting this coup. The number one target state on their list is Florida, and Florida's Governor DeSantis. He is their top target here in Florida. Representatives who are not giving up on our state's rights and sanity. Please do not wait till too late, Florida. Join our We the People Florida Coalition, FWAMI. Florida Unites Against Mandated Insanity. Opt in now. Join and unite with us, Florida. Link to our opt-in form provided in the description section above. Support our FWAMI campaign here at GoFundMe with your donations with whatever you can. We need resources. Again, all links provided above. We don't have years, Florida. We don't have many months. We either unite, stand firm together, and defend our state, or it will be too late, and they will hang and destroy us one by one as easy targets. The enemy has eliminated my main social media channels and my connection with over 55,000 activists.
Yeah, so that's what they're doing. I'm sorry to interrupt, but yeah. So 55,000 people that she's connected with, boom, another person who has been quieted.
This YouTube channel will be eliminated very soon, guaranteed, possibly today. Florida, please don't wait. This is the time to unite. This is the time to act, Florida, because together we can. This is Sibel Edmonds, set to defend the last bastion of our democracy here in Florida.
So yeah, so Florida, so her group, she's got a GoFundMe now. By the way, I will post this GoFundMe right now, in fact. You know, that's important too. We definitely do need to raise funds. You know, it just, that's how it is. So I didn't even do that yet myself, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, we need to be promoting this information. We need to be promoting this information among our group and doing what we can, and hopefully that push will be reciprocated by Florida Unites Against Mandated Insanity, where, you know, she will also see that our group holds importance too. So I just put in that's the link to the GoFundMe. I don't know if anybody is left here watching or not, but what I'll do is I'm going to real quickly go to her channel, and then I'm going to put that into, you know, then we could put it into each of our own Parler accounts. You can put it into, you know what I mean, and spread it and spread the word to hopefully get more people to support that Florida Unites Against Mandated Insanity. And hold on one second here, and I'll be right with everybody. So that is. It's always fun talking to a whopping crowd. I shouldn't say that. Gunther now says the facial recognition software the world government is using now puts patriots in the next deeper level of being attacked. U.S. government will use the same tactics as China. Dude, man, why do you have to say that to me, man? Freaking scare me like that? That's not cool. Freaking scaring the hell out of me. All right, so I'm just doing one thing right now. I am trying to. Where was that link? Should be. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to copy paste that link in one moment. I'm going to post that in our little Telegram so everybody can see it. Or if anybody in our group wants to do that, that's fine too. And it'll just take one more moment. So nothing I'm saying tonight is going to be really that much fun to listen to. But you know, it was just really a test for getting out there into for testing out, you know, this channel for Florida Freedom Fighters and getting it all set up so I can actually do live streams whenever I want. And now it's all set up, so it's all good. All right, so I'm just adding that in, and so there's a link that I just put into our 26 members. We should, I think if we could mail that out, if we can send that out to all 200 of us. Julie, that might be good thing to do. And then I have a Parler account that I'm going to put it into my Parler, and I'm just going to post it real quick, a link to that. Boom, do it, send it out. Oh, my Parler, maybe it's not working so good. Let's see. I heard that this thing is down pretty slow like right now. No, here it is. It's working. Help support Florida. Oh, hold on. I'll do a better one in a little bit. But anyway, so each one of us has the power through with the social media to spread around like that GoFundMe message. I just put it into. I'm off of like Facebook. I'm off of most of them because I got kicked off of them. Somehow I think Parler, they said, is more freedom oriented. So great, I'm on Parler. Gunther says sorry, bro. That's so funny. You're sticking with me, huh, man? If you want, feel free to call in. I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if you're in the United States or not. But so there's her group. I had another group that I think it's what is it now? Event 20. Is it event? No. Enough 2021, and that's the other group. So there's so many groups that we can be promoting, and that we need to be helping one another. So that's really all I can say tonight, guys. I mean, there's not much action going on here, and I don't want to be putting people to sleep all night. Gunther, now, brother, thank you so much for being here, and thank you to Isaiah and to Pink Jeep and to, of course, Gus, who called in. And you sure nobody wants to call in? Give me a call and chat for 15 minutes, 5 minutes even, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 609-301-0090. All good, all good. So that's it for tonight. I just wanted to get on here quickly. I'll probably be doing a live stream at some point soon on my main channel too. Just as a heads up to everybody. So or to people from my other channel. So thank you for being here, and I will see you all soon. Parler, yep. Oh, you wanted to know about Parler, Isaiah? Gunther says Parler. Parler is like phone based, I think. So you want me to call you like online here or afterwards? I'm gonna call you after, I bet. I want Isaiah to be on here. Should freaking call you right now. Let me see. After. All right, I'll call you after, man. All right. Yeah, definitely Parler is a phone. It's on your phone app. It's on Apple, and it is on the Google iPhone store. Get on there, and then yeah, you can join our group. I think, even though it's specifically more for Florida, so probably I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, that's all, guys. I will hopefully see everybody soon. All right, everybody, all my slaves, have a good night, and or all we'll continue the fight. We will continue the fight. How do I turn off my broadcast? Let's see. I think it's this.